To the Live Daily News Show. I'm James Bouligny.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
In news today, the San Angelo, Texas flood benefit went off on Friday and raised a bunch of money.
A young woman who is diagnosed with a rare form of cancer is finally going home.
And trash service returns to normal, and the disaster center has been relocated in San Angelo.
We will get into our interview first, as ASU's James Reid is here to talk about the Phil George Blue and Gold dinner and auction.
Before that, let's hear a quick word from Jim Bass and Carpet Tech.
The 25 Ford F-150, proudly made in Kansas City. Experience American innovation with unbeatable employee pricing. And Jim Bass Ford's offering this powerhouse for just $499 per month. Choose from various trim levels and vibrant colors to find your perfect fit. Built in America and sold right here at Jim Bass Ford for over 60 years. Houston Hart at Arden Road or 24/7 at bassbunch.com.
My name is Cade Simmons. I'm the site manager here in San Angelo. What matters to our customers, I believe, is what we say is CT quality, CT experience, just making sure their needs are met, taking care of their home like it was ours. You just have to keep thinking of, it's never the wrong time to do the right thing. So just making sure you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and just knowing that they can rely on us, I think, matters to them a lot.
What's going on, everybody? James Bouligny here with James Reid, Angelo State's athletic director. Coach Reid, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on today.
Absolutely. We're talking about something that happens every year. Past 21 years, the Phil George Blue and Gold dinner and auction.
Dinner and auction, yes. It's our signature event in the athletic department. As far as a fundraiser, it is our largest fundraiser of the year for us. It's kind of grown into really a premier event. You'll see people from all aspects there. We'll see a lot of our former student athletes there. We'll see a lot of dignitaries from the Concho Valley, from the city of San Angelo, from the state. Even have some people holding political office that will be there at times, and some of our university system folks from the Texas Tech University system will be there. All of our campus admin will be there, and it's just a fun night. It's a great night to get to hear from our coaches and to hear, most importantly, from our student athletes and the impact that this event, the dollars raised in this event, have had on their lives while they're here at Angelo State University in the athletic department. So,
and now it seems like right now you're talking about people being there from political office. It seems like everybody's got all hands on deck right now because of all the flooding that's been going on around the state. And
for sure, and obviously it feels kind of odd to be talking about this event when so much has happened, and our hearts go out to those that have lost folks down in Central Texas, and then even here in San Angelo with the flooding that has gone on. Our kids are on go. We've got probably a little over 90 student athletes that are on campus voluntarily this year, this summer, taking classes and working out, and so we've got some groups lined up, and we're just waiting for the call on what can we do to help. We're gathering items, obviously, to help provide relief, but we want to support our state and our community as best we can because they support us, and but we'll continue to do business as much as we can, and this obviously is business for us.
Right, and not to get too far with this, I do want to thank y'all so much for donating items to help us with our benefit we have going on to help with the floods. We appreciate y'all so much for doing that. Thank y'all.
Well, I tell you, you're very welcome, and it's what we should be doing. We live in a wonderful community here in San Angelo, and that's one of the biggest selling points we have for our recruits and potential employees when they come. Undoubtedly, that's, I think, the biggest selling point is the community, and it just has that great family feel to it. And anytime someone is affected by tragedy, then it takes all hands to help with the healing and to get past it and move forward. And so we definitely want to be a part of that, and as we are part of the community. And so it was our pleasure to be able to help out in any way. So.
Well, we certainly do appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome.
But back to the Blue and Gold dinner, Friday, August 1st from 6 to 9. Going to be having the dinner and the auction. What time is it? First off, where is the dinner going on at
okay,
ASU?
well, it is, like you said, it is August 1st, Friday, August 1st. Every year it's the first Friday in August, and so this year it happens to be on the 1st. Doors will open at 6. And it is a dinner and a live and silent auction that go on during those 3 hours. And we have the silent auction actually will begin online on that Monday, July 28th, so
Okay.
people can access that. We are very close to being sold out, which we sell out every year, and so we're excited about that. As I said, it's our largest fundraiser, and we depend on it each and every year to generate some good funds to keep our athletic department doing what we do. But we have that night, once the doors open, there will be just kind of a welcome time and a mingling where people just get together and stand around and visit and make their way through the silent auction and kind of look at all the items and bid on them, and then at a certain point we'll have dinner, and then once dinner is concluded, then we have the actual live auction piece of it, and that's where all the fun stuff begins to happen, because there are certain items every year that will become hot items, and you never really know what that item is. Each year it could be something different. One year I remember there was it was like a wool rug that had been donated, and you would have thought of all the things on the stage, that wouldn't be the one that drew the most interest, and all of a sudden there were 3 people that got bidding on it, and it just elevated way up there, which we were excited
awesome.
about. But it's really interesting for those of us that have been involved for a long time, trying to determine, okay, what's going to be the item that catches the most excitement.
You ever take bets on that?
Well, no, we don't. But we do try to determine what it's going to be and who's going to get that. One of the premier items, a couple of them that we always have every year, is there's a game ball delivery. One of our community partners is Shannon Hospital and Medical Center, and so you can bid on delivering the game ball to the first football game of the year, and that one always gets a lot of interest.
Pretty cool.
It is. It's pretty neat, and they, you go out to the hospital and you'll have the ball, and whoever your guest is, and the Shannon Air Med will bring you over to the stadium and land on the 50-yard line.
Heck yeah.
Get out and deliver the game ball, and then the helicopter takes off. It's really neat thing that we've been able to do for many, many years now. There's a dinner with the president that is always one of the high bidding items out there, and it's an opportunity for them for a group of 10 people to eat dinner with our president and his wife, and it's.
I've caught him at a couple ASU baseball games, man. He's just sitting there with the crowd like everybody
Well,
else.
I tell you, he's an ASU guy. He was an athlete for us at Angelo
Right.
State back in the 70s, and just we're so blessed to have him at the helm of our university. He's done some great things for us since taking over, and so it's a neat opportunity for people to just kind of hang with
Right.
he and his wife and eat dinner and just not necessarily talk about athletics or Angelo State, but I'm sure those do come up in conversation. But that's always
absolutely.
one. It's always one that's a good item too, that we actually close the night with that. But it's a great list of live auction items and silent auction items. The great thing about the silent auction being online is it allows folks that can't be there
Right.
that night to be involved in the fundraising process for us in the athletic department. So many of our former student athletes and people that have an affinity for Angelo State that aren't in San Angelo anymore, that might not be able to make it, they have that opportunity to get online and to be able to bid on some items and donate to the athletic department. So it's a fun night.
Are y'all still accepting items?
Yes, we are. So
And how long will y'all be accepting until?
Probably for another week or so. We don't ever turn anything away, but there's a little bit of process to get things inventoried and storyboards made and things built, especially with silent auction items being online. We have to have all that ready to go by that Monday the 28th so that it can go live from that standpoint. But we don't ever turn anything away because it's an opportunity for us to hopefully raise a few more dollars for the athletic
Right.
department. And as I said in the beginning, this is our largest fundraiser, and really it would be hard for us to continue to do what we do if we didn't have the support of this event and some others like it. So.
And all this goes towards scholarships and training equipment. And
Well,
everything
it's
like that.
I think probably the best way to sum it up is it goes to provide and support our student athletes to be able to be successful. Probably the biggest piece of it does go towards our recruiting expenses.
Right.
Our coaches, we've got to go find those future Rams and Rambells and get them
Oh,
here
yeah, you
and
got
for us to continue to be successful. And that game has changed, if you will, over the last few years, and the recruiting process is so much different than it was even 10 years ago. Through legislative changes, you can talk to kids sooner, and kids are interested sooner. And so where it was once a time where you recruited kids for next year, this year, it's not that way. You're starting when kids are freshmen and sophomores, and we've got, let's see, this year's class will be the class of 26. We've got coaches that are already working on 28. And so it just takes a little bit more time and energy and effort, and to be able to make sure that you can find the right kid and then be able to get them here and matriculated and on campus, because there's a lot of people looking at them, and so you've got to maybe go out and see them more often than you once did, and stay in front of them and make sure that Angelo State's out there and being seen, so that we're relevant in that recruiting world. And so that is increased costs is there, and when we bring kids onto campus, an opportunity for them. We don't just recruit locally. We do recruit local kids, but it's not just local. They're all over the state and all over the country. So, flying a kid in and having them here a day or 2 days and putting them in a hotel and showing them around and taking them to dinner and things like that, that's probably our biggest expense. We do get some scholarship support from this. This year we're having to spend a lot of Ram Club dollars on championship rings, which is always a good thing.
It's a good thing.
And so we had 6 different conference championships this past year, and so we want to make sure that we can recognize those kids properly and get them those championship items so that they can remember those special moments. And so that's a big expense that comes out of our donated dollars. So it really just goes to supporting our student athletes to be able for us to provide the best experience for them that we can, and that starts in the recruiting process and hopefully culminates when they walk across the stage and get their degree and graduate from Angelo State.
Well, that's what's important there, making sure those kids can walk across and go be productive. And
well, for sure. I mean, that's what we're in the business of doing.
I know you don't get into athletics because I don't care about winning. You want to win, but
well, for sure. And like I tell, anytime I get a chance to talk to folks, the 3 areas that we hold our kids accountable to are academics, athletics, and the community. And our kids do a wonderful job of that. Our coaches understand those pillars, and our goal is obviously we tell them that the best day in their life as a Ram or a Ram Bell has to be when they walk across that stage and shake the president's hand and get that degree. That's why they're here. That's why they're going to school. We have kids that go on and compete at the next level, which excites us, and we're so excited for them and support them in their endeavors. But the ultimate goal is to be able to get that degree, because that's something no one can take away from them. And we just want them to win some championships while they're here on that pathway. So we believe that if they can come here and obtain that degree, and while they're here compete at a national championship level, win some championships, be the best version that they can be, the good Lord created them to be. And then the third piece of it is understanding the importance of making an impact in the lives of others. And I think situations like we're the state of Texas dealing with here, for them, our kids are sitting there on go, not because we said, hey, we're going to get some kids together and we're doing something. They were coming up to us as soon as it happened and say, hey, what can we do? And if we can get them out of here understanding the importance of that and getting that degree and having a chance to be successful in their endeavors athletically, then I think we're doing the right thing, and we're getting the right kids out into the world.
Well, that's what's important.
Exactly, for sure.
But for the Blue and Gold dinner, how do people get more information? How do they donate? I'm sure it'll take just donations as well. Where do they go?
Well, really, I guess the best thing that they could do is to either contact the Angelo State Development Office, which is 942-2122 is the phone number for that. And anybody, if you call that office, any of those folks in that office will be able to help you and direct you to where you wanted to be. Or you can call the SU athletic offices, which is 942-2091. So 2122 for the development office, or 2091 for the athletic office. And we can get you in contact with whatever it is, if you're interested in donating just directly, or you're interested in trying to be a part of the dinner and auction, or giving items, or whatever it might be. We can get you in contact with the folks you need to be in contact with.
All right. Well, Coach Reid, did we miss anything?
I think we covered it all.
Right.
August 1st, 6 p.m. doors open, and so.
How much tickets cost?
That I don't know off the top of my
All
head.
right.
So
They
we
probably
have
might vary
we
in
have
place
table
to place.
sponsorships is how
Okay.
it mostly is done, and so they'll contact the office and they can get them. There will be an opportunity at some point to buy individual seats, and I apologize I don't have that number in front of me, but most of the attendees it's through a sponsorship level of a table,
Okay.
so it's our like I said, it's our biggest fundraising event of the year. I can't get off the air without thanking our title sponsor, Sunset Storage. They've been our title sponsor for several years now, and that's a big sponsorship that kind of gets everything going. And each year, that's one of the first sponsorships we try to secure. And every year, they've been very eager to jump back on board because they believe so much in what we're doing in the athletic department there and the importance of this event. And obviously, it's a great event, if for nothing more than it's got a name of a legendary
Right.
legend at Angelo State University and Coach Phil George. And, he was able to be there last year, which was our 20th year and his 100th birthday. And so, we always, hopefully he can be there every year. We don't know yet this year. There's not anything more synonymous with success at Angelo State than Coach Phil George, and so it's a great event named after a great legend. So we appreciate that.
All right. Well, Coach, we appreciate you coming in today.
Well, I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Back to you guys. All right, into the news. Tessa, we had a heck of a weekend.
We did have a great weekend.
Started off on Friday.
The benefit for the flood relief people had a huge turnout. I've never seen the bar that busy.
Neither have I. I've just never seen it that packed before either. Like, it was insane.
We were stuck sitting in the corner most of the night.
Trying to get those angles, you're just zigzagging in between people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the auction went off really well, and the silent auction went off really well, and it was great. And Rich O'Toole put out that we raised $75,000.
Which is amazing.
No, it's awesome.
And 100% of that, like we said before, does go to the flood victims.
Yep, the San Angelo Area Foundation, I think, called in, got 50,000. Judy Hyde has more about the specifics of it, but over $75,000 is really, really good.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it's all to help San Angelo. We also had a bunch of different kinds of items in the auction and silent auction. Those include various gift baskets, gift cards, sports memorabilia, and a lot more. The art light was jam-packed with people looking to help out, and the musical guests were incredible as well. Cat Hasty, Case Harden, Rich O'Toole, Cooper Hamilton, who was hilarious.
He always is.
Yeah, Gage and the Grease Monkeys, and the Plenty Brothers donated their time and talent to raise funds to help out San Angelo when we needed it most. Also, I want to thank everybody, all of you, the San Angelo Live team for helping out. I want to thank everybody who donated. I want to thank all the musicians who donated their time.
Yes. It was awesome to see everybody come together like that.
We all pitched in and all
in a
hands
time
on
of
deck.
need.
Yeah, it was awesome.
To top off the good news, Carlie Jo Johnson, who is diagnosed with acute B-cell leukemia, got some incredible news. She got to go home after fighting for a year and a half.
Yeah, when I went up to Dallas to do the video for the Western Roundup, you could tell how exhausted both Carlie and her mom Talisha were.
I bet it's a constant fight, not only for her health, but it has to be so draining not knowing what the next day has in store.
No, and just what your loved ones go through, your family, your friends, kind of just went through it. You just don't know, and that's scary, and your anxiety's at an all-time high.
Yes.
And you're just terrified. But thankfully, her brother donated the stem cells, got that all took. Now he's going to hold over her head for the rest of her life, but
I was just about to say, I'm sure he will.
And it's great. I think she got a place in Brownwood, and from what I remembered, Talisha saying was she's gonna go to school in Stephenville, I think.
Good. And
then get back into it. But 100 days of quarantine, and thank goodness it's over. There's still a road ahead though for Carlie Jo and San Angelo for that matter. San Angelo residents are continuing to recover from the floods. There have been some changes made though. The Disaster Resource Center has been moved to the Contra Valley Transit Annex located at 510 North Chadbourne Street, and they will be working out of there from noon to 6 Monday through Friday.
Food, clothing, and hygiene items can be donated at Rush Street Ministries at 803 Rush Street, and the United Way of the Contra Valley will continue to assist those who still need help. Residents affected by the flooding may be eligible for federal relief, and those residents can apply at fema.gov/assistance/individual or call 800-621-3362. You can find all this information at sanangelolive.com and click on the story titled San Angelo Relocated Disaster Resource Center, Trash Services Return to Normal.
Speaking of, yes, trash pickup will go back to the norm. Bulk and recycling pickup is also returning to most neighborhoods in the city. For those that are still dealing with flood damage and the like, continue to put debris at the curb for more frequent pickup by Republic Services.
Before the weather, we'll hear a word from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Into the weather over the weekend, the Country Valley received more rain and flooding occurred in some of our neighboring towns. There were 3 water rescues in Sonora, but no fatalities or injuries were reported.
As for San Angelo, we have some rain chances for San Angelo. Pick a side, James.
As for San Angelo.
As for San Angelo, we have more rain chances for San Angelo.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'll hard cut it.
As for San Angelo, we have some more rain chances, but they are pretty low. Right now it is 81 degrees outside with a high of 83 and a low tonight of 70. This afternoon we have a 30% chance of rain, which will sort of clear out, but a 20% chance will hit later tonight.
Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy outside in the morning with a 20% chance of rain in the afternoon. The high will be up around 86 and the low tomorrow night will be 72. Rain looks to clear out from that point throughout the week.
On Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it looks to be like it will be sunny with the highs in the low 90s and the low will be in the low 70s.
Thank goodness we're getting out of all this rain.
Yeah, you guys quit praying for it, please.
Yeah, we have enough for right now. We have enough for right now.
For right now, yeah.
But we'll be right back after this message from Kano's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Kano's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Kano stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Kano's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show.
The only locally owned news show in the Contra Valley.
Go like us on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms.
And download the San Angelo Live mobile app.
For the entire live team here, I'm James Bouligny.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
And we will